FHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, this weather is not cooperating as we're set to go. And we're off from Arrowhead. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. A gain of 15 there. And it's going to be 1st down, Kansas City.
When you script that first 15, Kate, and that first play is a run play, you can't do it better than that.
Quite the start to that drive, huh, partner? First play sets him up at the 38. 1st down, here's Lamar. His first throw is an interception. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. I gotta imagine facing a defense in the bottom half of the league had these guys excited, Brock. But cue the old record scratch sound effect as that defense forces an opening drive turnover.
Yeah, just a reminder for this quarterback that decision-making each and every week is at a premium. And don't look at the stats. Study your opponent.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. With Saquon Barkley. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yard to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Here's Allen. His back. Here's Barkley. And he's out of bounds with that 1st down in hand. For the moment, though, we've got a flag down. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Will Johnson. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number 1. And number 2, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets all down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's a Chiefs 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, let's give them a little love right here, okay? They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. On 1st down, Jackson. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Dan, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages. He couldn't do it right there.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Bails out of the pocket quick. He takes it himself. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. If you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
1st down throw for Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
DC ready?
2nd and 3 now.
Hey, middle.
They'll run it from the gun. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
What are you?
They'll run it here on 3rd down. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
Go to him again. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. Changing it up here, Jackson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defensive down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
The offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal. 4th down, pass coming. Throw is caught by the back. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. A good play in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Anthony Gould. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. So that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You're going to see him continue to produce.
He's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Allen to throw. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders make it a 1-point game. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
No. It's hot.
Lamar now from the gun. There's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one.
A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Commanders return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Barkley on his hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Chiefs look like they have it. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. Been a really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And it would have been a big completion, Brock, if not for that meddling defender who knocked it away. It sets up 3rd down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Oh, brother, interception. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Motioning the tight end now. First down, run with Barkley. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. A play made by Will Johnson.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Allen on third down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Chiefs are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
Throwing now on first down. It's Jackson. It's his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brian, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They've got a first to begin the frame. Here's Lamar. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, the rough showing both individually and collectively continues with this run game. The fumble earlier and now totally stuffed on that one.
Throwing here, Allen. Short pass brought in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Commanders first down.
They'll go for the gun with Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Ball's 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Allen setting up to throw. Fits it through the middle. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He loses the football. Oh, and they pick it up. Time to push for that marker. He's able to take this ahead, and from the fumble partner, they wind up with a 1st and goal. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Barkley is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders parlay the interception into points. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, Brock, not sure the play they were running was all that disguised, but with the personnel they had out there, it was going to be tough to stop him either way.
Yeah, there's a great debate. Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? No debate there. That was the Jimmies and the Joes and their want to run it right down their throat.
Here's Groupion now to handle the kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. First down from the 42. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule. Makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here.
We changed it.
From the gun, Jackson. Look at that power, deep left side. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. With 8 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down, Kansas City.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Jackson to throw it. Complete out to the right side. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a modest little drag route. But if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
This is second and 6 coming up. Lamar out of the pistol. Sends this to the end zone. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Pistol snap to Jackson. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Again, it's Jackson to the air. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Jackson's going to throw again. Completed to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there and netted some positive yards.
Lamar throwing again. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Jackson now on third. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Kate, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it. Jackson yet again. Escapes the pocket. He can call himself. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's an 8-yard gain. A great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run here on first down. And good forward, about 5 yards it looks like. It's second down now.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Back-to-back carries here. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Brought in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs can tie it up for the second after cutting into the lead. A second touchdown through the air for Brock, and independent of the game situation, we both know he's going to be happy to leave the field with 2 of them in one game.
1 touchdown, you just might be right time, right place, but 2 touchdowns in a game is always about the preparation. The separations and the preparation. It's doing that work on the practice field and knowing before the game that when my number's called, I'm going to be there to deliver.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point set in through the rain. And the Chiefs tie things up at 14.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Down 80! Middle. Good job.
Throwing now on first down. Allen. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down. Here's Allen again. Downfield is fine. St. Brown. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. There's an injury out there after the play, and that's Amon-Ra St. Brown, who's being looked at by the medical staff. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. It has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from Arrowhead on the other side. They'll come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Off 52. 180! Middle.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready. I got him. Ready. Hey, middle. Come on.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pass it downfield, working the left. And the stop was made just before he was able to reach that midfield strike. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. And they pick him off again. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
And what a huge bonus on top of the takeaway. Not only did you steal the possession, but you immediately, Kate, flip this field and give your teammates a golden opportunity to punch it in for 6. And if they score quickly, well, to put that opposing offense right back out there, still reeling from that interception.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal.
180!
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times.
And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get some late points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Grouping adds the extra point. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Shaheed on the return. The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still 10 to go. It's second down now from the 26. Throwing again is Lamar. Finds a seam down the middle. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end, and I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Following the incomplete pass, second and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's caught, it's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
So first down from the 41. Allen setting up to throw. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Richie Gray. And the Chiefs have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They've got first down here from the 36. Lamar back to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First down. Here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, He wisely just threw it away.
From the gun, Jackson. Getting out to his left. That play's brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout, so that's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Jackson. On the move, headed right. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Back to throw it. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up. And he's going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Looking to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he's going to be forced out of bounds on what will be the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
319!
Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen looking to throw. And they pick him up again. Picked up by Carson Schlesinger. And the Chiefs will take over as he picks up his 10th pass of the season. Well, you kind of had a feeling, Brock, that they were going to be passing early and often, coming out of the locker room on the losing side of things, right? And that coverage, man, they knew it too. Right there to make a play on the very first throw.
Yeah, no doubt, I think in any of our minds, they knew a throw was coming defensively, and that's fine. You could know it's coming, but you got to then go out and execute and take it away. Played right into their hands, now a chance to add to this lead. Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Flushed out of the pocket. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, the target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. Now they've got to figure things out on 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
What a great sign to start the second half of this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. He rolls to his right. Connection made to Isaac Orinda. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Drops back. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
The Commanders in the dime set for this third down. To the air on third and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
It's complete. This is Anguka. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the red zone on first. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there. This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Third and goal. Defense electing to play this from the nickel. They're headed up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs push their lead further to start the half. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to fourth and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on third and goal.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Brings in the kick at the 9. Finds some space. He's past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They run it with Saquon. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right, they love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger. That back remains hungry.
They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
The 28-yard line.
Here's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Alert! 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 Ready?
They'll throw, 3rd and long. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Half 85. Ready? Middle. What's that?
On 4th down, Allen. And they pick him off again. Picked up by Richie Graham. And the Chiefs get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He's a play caller. He's an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler. Ready?
And they're going to throw out of the gun. Completed to his running back. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Ready? 18 Cardinal.
Throwing on 2nd. It's his running back. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Ready? Panther 60.
They give it to him again. This is tough running. There's weather out there, but he keeps the feed moving, gains 3. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on.
He's going to throw this one. And the Commander's rush brings him down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, Kit, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at the Chiefs' 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
Hey, tight. What's that?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Gun. Ready? What's that?
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Chiefs have the football as here
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Mustang 19. Ready?
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Let's go now. Nice.
Back to throw. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Throw here, 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. He's going to be taken down at the 8-yard line. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18, let's go. Ready,
From the red zone now. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now it'll be 2nd and goal. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
ready, cut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
Complete out to the right. He's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. The offense staying on the field from a bit of a distance here. They're going for it on 4th and goal.
60 back, ready.
We'll just get the play off. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. And the Commanders get it back on the final play of the quarter. A nice takeaway to end that 3rd quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the 4th. It's Commanders football, and they need to get to work here. They're trailing late. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready, go.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked out by Richie Grant. And the Chiefs are going to take over after the interception.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
Chased out to his right. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
About set. This is 3rd and 5.
19. Cup 19. Here we go. Stop.
He's dropping back to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. Escapes the pocket. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty, and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
And the Washington first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
319. Regular. What's up?
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number one, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep them in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish them. Job well done.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Fits it through the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. The 30. He could do it. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Chiefs stretch their lead to 21.
Commanders 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Here's Gould on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Yeah.
And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's Saquon. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up fourth down. Down big. They're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Still going inside the 35. And he gets this all the way to the 25 before they stop him. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. On first down, Allen made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. And it's going to be second down. Back to the air, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
This is the third time that he's been balled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up, or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
On third down, Chiefs going with a nickel.
319.
Third and long for him here. Caught, nice game left side. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
First down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
From the red zone on first. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Second down, Allen throwing again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and is clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ballgame.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next. You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
18 Cardinals, Mustang 19.
They'll air it out on third. He slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
70 Rangers. Let's go now.
They're throwing it. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mile gain.
Okay, ready.
Second and 6 coming up here.
At the 29-yard line.
Get up. Ready.
Dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Escapes the pocket. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end, and it sets up second down.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Cup!
Throwing it again here. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 4-yard line.
Hey! Let go!
Back to the well again. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Third down from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs put up even more points in a win. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Got a good plant in the rain there. The extra point flies through. And the Chiefs continue piling on to this lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And he'll decide to pass on the return here and take the touchback instead. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
Alert!
Throwing here, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Here he goes, third and long. It's a screen to Barkley. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
38-yard line.